Hi, I'm Jillian Black. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys joined us. Basically, we are trying to do a very quick video for those of you that were interested in essential oils, what in the world they are, because most people don't even know. They seem kind of like some type of voodoo magic, and how you could get started doing it if you're interested. It's one of those things that I think a lot of people don't know about. We had an info session in my house last week, and it went really well, but a lot of people were not able to join that or log into the Zoom account. So we decided to record a message to kind of get the information out to everybody. So in case I don't know you, my name is Jillian Block. I'm a mama of three, wife, and my full-time job is as an attorney. I just really love to share about oils. So they've changed our family's life about 6 years ago. We moved to Georgia, which if you've never been in Georgia, has unbelievable amounts of pollen and pines and all kinds of things. And we were having some significant problems coping with that. So we started using essential oils, got my starter kit, but the only thing I used was the stuff that deals with those seasonal problems. And that's lavender, lemon, and peppermint. I soon found out over being an Essential Rewards member and getting access to other oils, the amazing things that you can do with oils in your home and getting all the toxins out of our house. And we've been working on that little bit by little bit over the past 6 years, but way too slowly. So I basically started a group to try to figure out, okay, how can we get this information to people quickly? I know all of you that are watching this do not have much time in your lives, especially this time of year. This is being taped in December, the craziest time of the year, but the happiest. So again, we're just going to do a really quick intro. If you have any questions at all, you can text me 404-983-2225 or message me through whichever medium you got this video through. So just to get started, again, it's going to be very quick. I started again 6 years ago, but only got really into it probably 2 years ago when I watched some videos and got some information about how much it could change our family's life. So anyway, just to get started, we're going to talk a lot about the different oils, why they work, and what they are, because it all kind of seems very random and why would this work? Just so you know, I have a husband who is the biggest skeptic in the world. When I bought my starter kit, he thought I was crazy. And then when we had all those problems with pollen and ragweed and things that were coming up seasonally, he started using it and he became a believer. Then he started using the product that helps with digestion issues, and he was even more a believer. He used to call it voodoo magic and said, I have no idea how it works, but it works. So we're going to actually explain to you how it works. So again, I just can't stop sharing about this stuff, so kind of wanted to get the information out to everybody. And at the end, if you do want to actually get into oils or try them out, there's an amazing starter kit. I'll tell you about that, but don't worry about that. At this time, just kind of think about all the different things that you have in your home that you might want to do differently. So anyway, so what is an essential oil? Basically, these are oils from God. They've been around forever. My favorite oil is actually frankincense, which anybody that's Christian might remember was brought to baby Jesus, along with myrrh, which actually is another one of my favorite oils. So it's been around for a long time, and it can cure almost anything. And by cure, I don't mean cure because we're not allowed to make medical claims, but it can help with a lot of different ailments that you may have. Everything from wrinkles to stress, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to talk about that, but basically what essential oils are is they're the essence of a plant distilled down. So they basically boil it up, and you can think of it as the vapors from that different oil, be it frankincense, tea tree oil, or whatever it may be. They then capture that and put it in a bottle. So it's super concentrated. Like if you smell our lavender, it's way stronger than anything that you will smell in a lavender lotion or anything like that. And that's because it has medicinal properties that are supposed to diffuse through the air or your body or whatever. And really, it is true lavender. A lot of the stuff that you can buy out there, you'll see, has different ingredients in it that you can't actually pronounce. So that's why our products, I think, are so valuable to everyone. Again, can't stop using it. These have been used for centuries all over the world, and it's the steam distillation process that actually brings them in. Young Living was founded by Gary and Mary Young a long time ago, and they have this whole theory on seed to seal, and you'll see it everywhere over our products. But basically, it's sourcing good products, solid products. You can actually go to the website and see it's from all over the world. from only the best farms, their own lavender farms. You can actually go visit them, and it's all done organically and in the best types of quality standards. Then they have the science behind it. They don't just take some lavender and rub it in and distill it down. They actually go about it the right way, and you can actually go, any customer can go and see all of these processes. And then they've got their standards. So everything at Young Living, they have such high standards that a lot of times they sell out of products because they will only take products from truly greatly sourced places. So basically what happens is if they run out of something at a farm, or there's a wildfire in a certain area and the ingredients that they use for a particular oil are no longer available, they just won't have it. They don't do what most companies do and go out and find another sourcer to fill in the gap. They just don't do that. So seed to seal is basically their promise. How do you use essential oils? Okay, so there are 3 ways. And I think this is super important because when I did it, I really only thought that there was one way. You can apply it, you can inhale it, or you can ingest it. And there are different oils that do different things, but all of them have different labels. You'll see some, this is a starter kit, you'll see some that have white labels and some that have colored labels. The white labels are supposed to be, they're called vitality oils. And those are different than the colored labels just by FDA clearance. They're actually the same oil, but one is for ingestion and one is to be used topically. But every single oil we have can either be used ingested or topically, which I think is really important. Basically, they're straight oils. If you apply them, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can do it straight from the bottle. So you could literally take a bottle. This is my Northern Lights Black Spruce. You could take it and literally just apply it to yourself. That's one way that you could do it. You can also do it in your hands. So you could put a couple drops in your hands, go like this, and just breathe it in, and it's amazing. If you ever go to a yoga class, they very, very frequently now are having you do that before or after yoga for relaxation, and it's amazing. It immediately takes action, and you're getting it into your olfactory glands, which I'll explain later. So that's another way that you can do it. Applying from a roller ball is another way to apply it. We have these really cool roller balls. This is actually a custom blend that a friend did for me, and see, it's got a roller ball on top. So you just take it, put it on, and you roll it on very nicely. This is really good too for some of the oils that you may not like the smell of, so you don't want to get them on your fingers. You can roll it on and it's on. So for instance, we have an amazing oil that I love. This is probably my favorite, called Tummy Jize, and it's for digestion issues, upset stomachs, things like that. It doesn't smell the best, and its adult component is called dijize, and it doesn't smell the best either. But you put a roller ball on it, you don't get it on your finger, you put it on your stomach, and I swear you instantly feel better. It's amazing. My husband believes in it, my kids believe in it. Anytime somebody has that type of problem in our house, they always say, where's the Tummy Jize? So it's amazing. Again, so that's the applying of it from the bottle, the roller ball, or you can do a carrier oil. And this is where things get really confusing, because when I heard carrier oil, when I started doing this, I was like, what in the world are they talking about? A carrier oil is just a way to dilute an oil. So you can put an oil directly on your skin and it gets absorbed pretty quickly. But if you put a carrier oil, the most common one is coconut oil. You get coconut oil, take that, put it in your hands, put a couple drops of an oil, you rub it and put it on wherever you need to. So for instance, we have an oil called Panaway, and it's for muscle pain. You can take some coconut oil, you just put the Panaway in there, rub it into your muscle pain, and that's how you can deal with it. It dilutes in a slower process, so it lasts longer. So a lot of people like to use some oils that way. So you can also inhale it. So we talked about from your hands, from a diffuser, and we'll show you the various diffusers in a little bit. So that's also great. And you can even inhale it directly from the bottle. If you just need a quick little fix, you can just inhale it directly from the bottle, and it's great that way too. Let's see. So what happens when you inhale? So I was talking a little bit about why these work. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is a graphic of what happens when you inhale. So basically your nose is picking up the scent. It goes into the olfactory receptory cells, goes all the way through the different plates in your nose, goes up to the bulb neurons, and then into your brain. And basically that is the center of your brain that creates feelings, emotions, things of that nature. So when you're breathing it in, it's literally directly going into your brain and helping benefit you in whatever way that oil helps. So that's another way you can do it. You can also ingest it, and this is probably the least popular, but it's actually pretty cool and it works really fast. You can do it under your tongue. So for instance, we have an oil called Thieves, and if you want to boost immunity, you put a drop of it underneath your tongue, and it helps boost your immune system. We also have vegetable caplets. So you can think of this if you've ever taken supplement vitamins, right? And they give you those little capsules and you can kind of see through them. You can actually put oil, the ones that are for ingestion, inside that capsule, swallow it, and it gets into your stomach and you don't have to taste it. You don't have to smell it, anything like that. So if you don't like the smell of something, that's another way to take it. So next we're going to talk about the starter kit. This is what you get in the mail along with the diffuser when you choose your starter kit. Isn't it gorgeous? But when you pop it out, you're going to see this box. You open it up and you've got 10 of the most popular oils. These oils are amazing. They can replace a lot of stuff in your house and are absolutely the best way to get started and try this stuff out. But what I didn't know when I first got my starter kit was there's actually a hidden compartment. So if you open up this little part, the 10 oils pop out and you get a bonus oil and all these other goodies. So we'll talk about that at the end so you can kind of see what you would get in a starter kit. But the first one I was going to talk about today is actually the bonus oil that you get, which is called Stress Away. So Stress Away is amazing for anybody who is a soccer mom or in any other types of athletics, drives a lot of carpools. Put a little bit of this on with you in the car, or actually get a car diffuser, which I now have, which I'm very excited about. But Stress Away instantly takes away any types of nerves. If you have a lot of kids, which I do, it's great for all of that. So basically, Stress Away, it's great. Some people say they use it as a perfume. I don't think it smells good enough to use as a perfume. However, I do think that it smells great, and it definitely instantly relieves all of that tension. So first wanted to talk about that. Also wanted to talk about Pan Away. It is also in our starter kit. It's this blue one right here. A lot of people use it with a carrier oil. This one is for muscle aches, pains, things like that. Just general soreness. You can take it, put it with some coconut oil, or use it on its own, especially with a roller ball, over any type of area that's sore, and it does wonders. Some people say it smells like icy hot, if you know what that smells like, but wherever it hurts, put it there. One thing I should mention is that there are a couple of safety things with Young Living, and people always ask, are these safe to use? They're literally God's products. These are all organic. So if anyone ever questions, are these things safe to use? Look at the stuff you're currently using and that you can't actually pronounce the names of the ingredients in it. Honestly, I tried this challenge a couple years ago and it was actually pretty scary because I can't pronounce half the names and the stuff that we were actually ingesting. These are all natural. They're different blends or straight oils of different things. Citrus oils, again, for our safety things, citrus oils, you don't want to rub them all over your body and then go sunbathing because some people have said that they cause a little bit of additional exposure. You also don't want to put an oil in your ear canal or in your eye. I'm not sure why you would put it in your eye. But in case you were curious, you can't put it there. Also, use carrier oils with stronger oils if they seem to irritate you or anything like that. Vitality oils are labeled for internal use. Regular oils are for topical use, but again, those are the same oils. It's just that's how the government requires them to be labeled. Okay, so also in your starter kit, you get Raven, and it is the one right here next to Pan Away, and it's amazing. It is the replacement for what used to be called RC. And basically what that is if you think of any type of congestion or chest type issue that you're having in your respiratory system, take that, you can rub it right on your chest and your neck or use a carrier oil and put it on the same area and it relieves all of that. It's a bit like Vicks Vapor Rub if you've ever used that, but not comparing it to the medical benefits of that because that would be illegal. Again, carrier oil, use a few drops, rub it around. Citrus Fresh is the next one, and it's going to be your one that you're probably going to go to first because it's the easiest to diffuse. You pop it in your diffuser, and if I don't say it later, you put your oil in your diffuser first, then your water. Citrus Fresh is the one that it's a mix of, I can't even remember all of them, grapefruit, lemon, orange, tangerine, mandarin, spearmint. You can also rub it on your feet in the morning, and it's a quick pick-me-up, especially if you don't get your coffee or something like that. But Citrus Fresh is amazing. It makes your house smell amazing. Anything that you put it on. I actually heard a trick lately where you take, those little furniture pads that you put on the bottom of your furniture. If you put one of those wherever you have bad smells, your mud room or your trash can or something like that, and you put something like Citrus Fresh on it, it'll last for a really long time and keep emitting without having to use a diffuser in that area. So again, refreshing, lots in there. It's great to diffuse with lavender and peppermint. And the next one in the list is lavender. And this is kind of like our Swiss Army knife of oils. It kind of does a lot of different things. It's extremely strong. So when you smell it, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that's so much stronger than the peppermint or the lavender that I'm used to. It is, because it's more concentrated. You don't need as much, and it is true lavender. It's not the lavender, the synthetic lavender that you get in a lot of places. It's also great for those seasonal issues that I was talking about where you get the respiratory issues. Lavender is one of the ingredients in the recipe that I use for that. Peppermint is another one. So peppermint is strong and refreshing. It will clear out your nasal passages. You can put it right under your nose if you're having congestion. So, you have the Raven for congestion, but you can also use peppermint, headaches, things like that, just overall well-being. You can also put it in your water if you have any type of upset stomach. Works great for that. Works for gastro systems, healthy bowel functions, anything like that. So they say pep up with peppermint, which I think is cute. Okay, another one is lemon. Okay, so one thing I learned recently about lemon is if you are trying to drink more water, and you can't because I don't really like the taste of water all that much, put a drop or two of lemon in there, and it tastes like lemon water. You need to make sure that you swirl it around, but you put it in there, and this is a natural detoxification system, right? So it's going to help cleanse you. It gets the water better absorbed into your body. It's amazing. But again, the drink of water with lemon is amazing. It's also one of the 3 ingredients in the seasonal recipe that I was telling you about. With any of these oils, they say don't use them with plastic. So if you're going to use like a plastic cup or anything like that, because the plastic cups are emitting toxins into the oil that then might negate them out. Okay, Copaiba, which I can almost never pronounce. This one is amazing for joint issues, any kind of joint system issues. A drop or 2 with Ningxia Red, which I'll tell you about later. Amazing. It's also amazing under the tongue for stress reduction, which I know we all have, because if you're watching this video, it means that you were trying to get a quick way to learn about oils rather than go to a class or something like that. So that's another one. Digize is one of my favorites. So this is one that my family has sworn by and pretty much convinced my whole family to really get on board with oils. So if you have any type of stomach issues, gastrointestinal issues, this is great for alleviating those types of pains. It's not going to take away, like my daughter and I have celiac. It's not going to take away celiac, anything like that. But it is going to alleviate the pain. And so whenever we have an upset stomach, so for instance, I ate too much on Thanksgiving. I'm sure everyone did. But makes you not feel so well. Digize is amazing. I roll it right on my stomach. People use it in different ways. Some people ingest it. I put it right on my stomach, so does the rest of my family. Digize does not smell great. So it's kind of one of those things that you actually do want to use only on your stomach because you can put your clothes over it and no one smells it. But Young Living actually created a whole set of kid scents. And it's the exact same thing, it just smells different. So we buy a lot of these. They're called kid scents, and this one's called Tummy Jize, and it's the kids' version of Digize. And so now we use that with a roller ball. Everyone in my family uses it. We used it at a cheer competition last week for a couple kids who had upset stomachs and some gastrointestinal issues. Worked great. So, again, Digize, one of my favorites. Works so fast. It's amazing. Frankincense is my absolute favorite. So it comes in your starter kit, which is great, but I buy a big one because Mama uses a lot of frankincense, and so do my kids. So this one is kind of also your second, like Swiss Army knife, jack of all trades oil. This can be used from everything from stress reduction, which actually my boss walked by my office the other day, a couple months ago, and she said, it smells like a Catholic church in here. I said, yep, it's frankincense. I like how it smells. It's definitely probably an acquired scent for some, but it does kind of smell like Christmas or anything like that. But frankincense can be used in your moisturizer. You put a drop or two in, and it helps with the appearance of fine lines. It also, again, is amazing for stress reduction, grounding. It just overall calms you down. To give you a quick story, my husband and I were going to have a discussion about our budget, which is always, I know for anybody that's married, the most favorite thing you can talk about, which of course it's not. And my husband at the time was not into oils, and I said, okay, before we start talking, just rub this on. And we had one of the best conversations we've ever had about such a big topic. And he said afterwards, I know it's because of the frankincense. And so he started getting on board for that. So those are the oils that come in your starter kit. I think I've hit them all, except for Thieves. Okay, so Thieves is in your starter kit. It is literally probably the best oil. I buy a lot of them. I actually have 7 of them sitting in my office. Thieves is the cure for all antibacterial type issues. It boosts your immunity. You can put a drop on your tongue. We diffuse it almost around the clock in all of our kids' bedrooms, all of them, when it's cold and flu season or anything like that for immune boosting. So basically, it cleanses the air, it helps boost their immunity, keeps them from getting sick. We have been using this now for probably about 3 years. Thieves in their bedrooms, we have diffusers for them in each of their bedrooms, and then in the main area of our house. And during those 3 years, my husband will tell you, we have stayed away from lots of nasty germs that everybody else has gotten. So it's been amazing. In case you're wondering what else Young Living has besides oils, they have a lot of stuff, including a whole cleaning line that's based off of Thieves. So the Thieves oil we were talking about, basically that is the basis for a lot of the cleaning products that Young Living offers. And you say, well, this is kind of crazy. Are they just trying to make a product for everything? Thieves is a natural-based way to clean everything in your house. And you will get in your starter kit a sample of this, but this is basically the all-around cleaner. You can clean anything in your house with this. So if you think about, people always tell you about vinegar and clean with vinegar. This is vinegar on steroids, basically. It's all natural, and if you think about all the things that your kids are touching and ingesting, Thieves is the way that you want to clean your house if you can. Again, we've tried to take out everything that we can from our house. I'm not going to give up my purple shampoo to help me with my blonde hair. But Thieves is definitely a quick switch that works just as well. We actually use their dishwashing detergent. And basically, I had heard a video a couple months back. They said, pull everything out from underneath your sink and see if you can pronounce any of the ingredients on that stuff. And when you look at the ingredients that are in your cleaners, we're going to do a whole series on this in February. January, we're going to do a series on detoxing. And then in February, we're going to do cleaning. And then probably in March, we're going to do Ningxia Red. And I'll tell you about that in a second. Basically, if you look at all of those different ingredients, it's scary what you're ingesting into your body because you're washing, your water glasses with it. And if you're using like some type of drying thing, that's all coating your glasses, then you put water in it and drink it, versus something that's all natural that cleans just as well. Anyway, so they have a whole line of cleaning products. They have a whole line called Ningxia Red. And Ningxia Red is made from wolf berries in China. They press them down, cold press them down, and it's in a concentrated juice that you take 1 to 2 ounces of a day. We have our whole family take it. It is amazing for joint support. Again, we'll do a whole nother session on this. But you get it in your starter kit. You get 2 samples of it. It's amazing. It's something that will change your family's immunity, your overall health, your joints, everything. I just really like it. They also have a baby care line. They have a whole line of kids products. For anyone that's concerned about oils for kids, I was telling you earlier about the tummy dries. They have a whole line for kids for like the peace and calming for kids and things like that you can use. You can use the oils on your kids as well, but a lot of times kids don't like the sense of them. They also have a makeup line, food products, and all kinds of stuff. So why am I sharing this information? Because I have a full-time job. This is not something that I'm trying to sell you. I just really like to share tips. And anyone that knows me knows every time I see people, I try to share any kind of tip I get. So I actually started an Instagram account called Family Action Plan, where we're trying to go through sharing all types of different tips that we found out on how to help overwhelmed families, working parents, stay-at-home parents, anybody. It's a tough job, and everybody these days has a lot of extra pressures. So again, follow that at Family Action Plan Launch on Instagram and Family Action Plan on Facebook. Great information there. But again, just trying to share this information because I think it's made such a big difference in the health of our family. Also, if you know me, you know I've probably put an oil on you already. We were just at a cheer competition last weekend, and some of you may be watching this. Girls are all stressed out. Moms and dads are stressed out. And I carry around a roller ball of one of my favorite oils, but you can also use Stress Away or Peace and Calming or Joy or anything like frankincense. And literally whenever somebody says I'm stressed, and if you've ever been at a cheer competition, everybody's stressed. I don't know why, but it's crazy. I roll it on their wrists, rub it around, roll it on the backs, behind their ears, and people instantly chill out. It's wonderful. So I probably rolled it on you already, and I kept sharing it with so many people. Wanted to make this video and kind of get things rolling for people because I feel like people don't know enough about it and how to get started. So again, I just like to constantly share. I overshare, as my husband will tell you. So how to get started. Okay, so the thing to do to get started, if you really want to get started with oils, is to get a starter kit. It is absolutely the way to go. I was showing it to you earlier. Gives you a little bit of everything, replaces a lot of the stuff that's currently in your house. Just the sample of the Thieves cleaner, you put it in just a water spray bottle that you get for 50 cents or whatever. It's lasted me about 6 months of cleaner. Instead of bleach and whatever else you're using on your countertops, you can use this. It's all natural. It's great. Anyway, so get a starter kit. You can also get all the products for a fraction of the price, and you get a diffuser with it, which is amazing. I'll show you those in a minute. The diffusers from Young Living are amazing. I have tried 3 different brands from Amazon that are great for small areas. But as you can see, this is not a small area. You may be able to see a little bit behind me. If you have a main area of your house that's larger than 5 by 5, you need a real diffuser that's really going to get things throughout the air. And that's probably the area you want to diffuse in the most anyway. So we use a good diffuser in our main area, and then we use some less expensive diffusers like in the kids' bedrooms, or my office at work is pretty small. I use a just regular diffuser there. But a good diffuser comes in your starter kit, which is amazing. Such a better price. You also get the cleaner, roller balls, samples of Ningxia Red. You get the diffuser. So basically, we're going to put the link at the bottom of this video, and you just click that. Everything's pre-populated. You want to sign up for Essential Rewards and become a wholesale member instead of retail because you save 24%, which is huge. You get discounted shipping, all kinds of freebies each month. Every month, Young Living does bonus packages. So if you, depending upon how much you spend, you get bonus oils. And over the years, that has been how I've found all of the additional oils that I've started using, because they'll do the bonus. I get lemongrass, and somebody will tell me, the person that is in my group, we have an amazing Facebook group, will say, here are the bonuses this month, and here's all the cool things you can do with them, and you get to try them for free, which I think is really cool. I just really like it. So again, you get the monthly bonus oils. This month I got Joy, which is a really expensive oil, which I love. I love. And lemongrass, which was amazing as well. And then they also sometimes have different things that aren't oils as giveaways for Essential Rewards members only. So last month I got a Christmas ornament. It was a glass ornament with like a diffuser in it with the reeds, those types of diffusers, and it's sitting in my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is artificial, but it smells amazing. It's amazing. Again, you're going to click on the link. It'll pre-populate the subscriber numbers and all that kind of stuff. But if you need to get those numbers, if for some reason it doesn't work, just text me 404-983-2225, and I'll get you all the information. Okay, so side notes on Essential Rewards. Again, you want to be a wholesale member because you get 24% off. There's no commitment to this, so you don't have to worry about like having to do some type of recurring order that you are signed up for forever. You have to give 30 days notice or whatever. All of that's fine. We also then add you to the coolest Facebook group because it's an encyclopedia of essential oils. You can post any question in there. Here's my problem. How do I solve it? And they'll answer back, which is amazing. Plus, you'll get access to our monthly meetings that we're having the first Wednesday of every month. Sorry. And those are going to be, we're going to have different things each month. And the reason we're doing it at the beginning of the month is because then we can tell you about all the different promos for the month and how you can use them. So you can figure out a way to use all of your free oils. It's amazing. You also get 10% back in rewards during the first 3 months that you're a member, 20% back for months, I think it's 4 through 24, and 25% back in rewards points after that. So it really adds up. You'll be shocked at how this all works. Discounted shipping, you can stop whenever. You also get bonus oils at month 3, you get peppermint. At month 6, you get thieves. 9, you get tea tree. So the other cool thing about essential oils is your starter kit. I think right now the premium starter kit is $160, and that includes your diffuser and the entire starter kit that we were talking about. I can't even remember how much it is retail, something like $375, but I can't remember. But the cool thing is, if you tell 3 friends, and this is how Young Living is so great, if you tell 3 friends, you will get enough bonuses that your starter kit's paid for. So you tell 3 friends, they sign up, it's a win-win, because basically what you're sharing, you're not selling anything, what you're sharing is how to make your family healthier, and that's what matters in the end. So summary, oils are awesome. I am not a voodoo magic type person. These things work. I don't know why. I've seen the science behind it, but it does work. My whole family will tell you, before my kids go to a sporting event, even before they go to school sometimes in the morning, they'll rub one of the oils on. They'll rub frankincense or stress away or peace and calming or joy, something that makes them feel better. It just grounds you. So anyway, get your starter kit, try it out, and then each month, it's a lot to digest overall, all the different things you can do with it. Like I was saying, I would find out little pieces here and there. So what we're trying to do is give you a organized way to see it month by month. So this month, look at the starter kit, start using some of that stuff. In January, we're going to do a detox because we all know we ate too much over the holidays, and it's not even Christmas yet. So we're going to do a little detox and get us all back on track for New Year's resolutions. Then in January, we're either going to do cleaning or Ningxia Red, haven't figured it out. In February, and then in March, we'll do the other one. So we're going to do one thing each month to kind of give you a little bit more information without overwhelming everybody. So I hope you liked the video. Please share it with your friends. Again, message me, text me with any questions that you have. Follow on Facebook at Family Action Plan Launch, or Jack and Jill Oilers on Instagram. And we'll see you soon. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.